very recently I predicted on his last movie Pathan that would become a blockbuster hit, and it came true. And even in further future, Shah Rukh Khan's future is, there is no one to stop him.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is a hit, and it goes on. And if you would ask me who will become the next superstar, I think
From face reading to decoding body language, and from deciphering the secrets of the stars and planets to successful predictions, Pandit Jagannath Guruji's expertise has astounded people from all walks of life. Join us as one of India's top astrologers shares his wisdom with us, the science behind astrology, his own process, and so many more valuable insights. Stay tuned as he unravels the mysteries that connect us to the cosmos and to each other. Welcome to the Humans of Bombay show.
Thank you.
You're known as Pandit Jagannath Guru. You're a millennial and you're an astrologer. Two things that you don't hear in the same sentence. I know you come from a lineage of astrologers.
yes.
But how did your journey with astrology begin?
My journey with astrology started from the age of 17.
Okay.
I actually, I wasn't, wanted to come to this profession, but unexpectedly I came. So there is a story behind this. I just came from the college. Then one single lady, she is very old client of us. She is no more now, and she told, "I really want to meet your father, grandfather, because I need some suggestions. It's very important." Then I told she, they are not there. They are in out of station. So you come back some other time. She told, no. See, you're from astrology background. Okay, you're the son. The bloodline is there. I think you have that power, because I don't know what she saw in me. And she told me, "Arey, kuch to bolo. जो भी होगा देख लेंगे." Then I just told some 2-3 things. So it happened quite accurate. Then that sort of motivated me. When she came back and she told to my father, "आपका बेटा जो भी बोला वो बहुत सटीक था." Then she, like when she told in that way, I could do this profession. And why don't you take your son to this profession? I think he will do something great. That kind of motivated me. Then I thought, why not? Then I took it very seriously. Then this all happened.
So, how do you learn astrology? Is it a gift? Like she was saying that,
Yeah.
you had never practiced before that, but you just had this inherent instinct.
Correct.
But can you learn astrology?
Yeah, of course. There is a education for this astrology, and I went to Bhartiya Vidya Bhavan. There I did my education. Then obviously father, grandfather were there. I sort of I was sitting next to them, and I was watching how they do readings, how they consult people, the way, the kind they talk and everything. Then I went to the course. I did my course for 2 years. Then sort of I started my own journey.
Yeah. And how has the journey been?
Journey is very good, and every day it's a new challenge, learning new things. It's kind of astrologer who gives you the light to the people. Like I see the worst horoscopes, I see the good horoscopes, and it's kind of good.
But it's such a unique concept to India, right? Like
Yeah.
astrology has been going on for centuries.
Correct.
But in the last few decades, I would say, people are skeptical.
Yeah.
They think it's a pseudoscience. What is your opinion, and how do you counter that, right? Because
Yeah.
you're a millennial yourself. You're the youth, and especially the youth are very skeptical. I don't believe this.
Yeah.
So what do you have to say to that?
Non-believers also, they should try to believe. Astrology doesn't harm you, doesn't affect you. It's just, astrology is just a planet study. It's just a route map for you, like to know about yourself. There's nothing wrong to know about yourself. See, believers and non-believers are there. Okay, they just want their time to come. Okay, people won't come with the happiness with us. Okay, कुछ मजबूरी में ही आएंगे. In the last phase of life, that we give them the proper direction to go ahead in the life.
Okay. Imagine I'm a 5-year-old and
Hmm.
I don't understand anything.
Hmm.
How would you explain astrology to me?
See, basically, astrology is a planet study.
Hmm.
Okay, planets.
Okay.
Okay, there are navagrahas, 27 nakshatra, 12 rashis, 27 yogas, 15 lagnas. Okay, there are certain elements in the horoscopes. Okay.
Can you tell me an example where the prediction has accurately turned because you saw the planetary alignments?
Many of the predictions I'll be keeping on telling. Very recently in elections, Karnataka elections, I did it.
Yeah.
Yeah, which happened to be true.
Hmm.
Because whenever I predict, I see things very, very deeply. I go through the chart.
Hmm.
If it is election, I go to the state chart and opposition's chart, who is in the government at present, chief minister, who is aspirant, their horoscope, then opposition's horoscope. We have seen that also. But it all based on the time, the place, and date. It's very important.
Yeah. There's also a question that's asked a lot. Are astrology and psychology related? Can astrology actually lead to that kind of personal growth?
To be honest, psychology is a study of human behavior and which goes with the mental process with this. But astrology goes to the hardcore planets like sun, water, air, that kind of elements and the 9 planets with your horoscope and everything. Okay. But psychology and astrology both are very parallel.
Hmm.
Yeah. According to me, there's nothing to
There's
do
no
with.
correlation.
No, no.
And what about astrology and science?
Astrology is a science.
Yeah.
There are many shastras in science, but in astrology, uh, planets comes in place. But when we see it in a very ancient time, sun and moon, sun rays, we would have seen it. That is a science. I tell only the 2 planets are science. The rest everything is a planet.
Hmm.
Yeah, but astrology and science is little separated.
Okay. Because there are people who say that it isn't a science. So how can you?
It is a science, but not complete science.
Okay.
Yeah, it is not the scientist who created it. Yeah, it is within the planets evolving each and every day.
Yeah.
Yeah, because like I mentioned, there are certain elements in the horoscope which will be transiting, which will go in retrograde. Because in a month, the Amavasya and Purnima. Okay, one Amavasya and one Purnima. It all evolves.
And what about the correlation between free will and destiny? There are a lot of people who don't believe in destiny
Yeah.
and who believe that I am the captain of my ship. So there's a conflict of free will and destiny when it comes to astrological predictions. So what do you have to say about
Many
that?
people ask me, it's a very good question, and I would give an example for you. A person who is born in very poor family, okay, tomorrow he becomes a prime minister. That's its free will. Okay, destiny. It is, God has sent us this family. You should be born, and this is what you need to do. Destiny is past. According to me, free will is the future. Okay, you can change the future. Okay, see, many people tell that how we can change the destiny. Okay, I can give you this one small example. Very recently, I happened to discuss with this with my one of my good client, and see, we will suggest them if any negative things are going to happen. Okay, I give him one example. If the rain is coming, okay, rain is coming, no one can stop it. Okay, what you have to do, you should take one umbrella and go. That will safeguard you.
And what does a typical day in your life or the life of an astrologer look like?
Every day is a challenge, and every day you got to meet new people, different people, and there is one thing common is problems in their life. Every day I meditate and start my day. Yeah, and I'll be full on positive.
Yeah. How many clients do you see in a day?
It depends. I mean, not less than 20
Oh, in a day.
in a day. Yeah.
And each session is how long?
Depends. I finish them in 5 minutes also, and I finish them in 50 minutes also. It depends on the problems.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I give time. Okay, but there is one, they ask कितना मिनट का सेशन है एक अपॉइंटमेंट के लिए, एंड माय असिस्टेंट वुड टेल देम जितना आपका क्वेश्चन है उतना आंसर करेंगे. देयर इज नो टाइम लिमिट.
There's no time limit. How do your friends react? I'm sure that yours is the most unique profession.
Yeah.
People become engineers, doctors, lawyers, influencers,
Yeah.
fashion designers.
I mean, like, no one believed that I would, become an astrologer, or me myself. I was little, wanted to get into some government jobs or get into legal professions, and I was just planning. Then, like I said, there was a motivation from my client, because you coming to one profession, sitting in the chair is different. People making you sit in the chair is different, right? I think now it's destined for me. Yeah, because even I didn't know that I will do this better in my life, and I would make my parents proud. But yeah,
It was written.
yeah, maybe.
Okay, we'll go a little bit deeper into your client relations. Like how does the process happen? How do you develop a rapport with your client? Because they have to obviously divulge very personal information, sometimes which are just not comfortable.
Correct.
So how do you do that?
You asked me a very good question. See, what happens with clients, I can give you some 2-3 examples. When people come to us, they come with lot of questions in their mind, problems and everything. They need a solution, and I will help them in any way, because my idea when I started this profession is, I don't mind everyone, when they come to me, they should go out, they should go out smiling. Okay, they should feel, I got my solution. Yeah.
So say now you've read somebody's horoscope and it's looking alarming. It's negative.
Yeah.
How do you navigate? What will you say? Will you directly say it, or will you kind of hold back and guide in a subtle way?
I guide them actually. No horoscope is bad or no horoscope is good. Okay, it just depends on the time. I always tell to my clients, okay, no matter what, if your time is bad now, it will be good. I tell them like this, I give them sort of push, and I likewise I tell them that be careful in this particular period.
Okay, let's talk about some of these large predictions, the one with Mamata Banerjee winning the elections, or even the Karnataka state, like you were saying right now. You predicted that Virat and Anushka would have a girl.
Yeah.
That was one of the key highlights that popped up.
Yeah.
What is your process when you're making these predictions? Because you've not actually met these people. You're making a prediction basis what you're reading. So what is the process like?
Be true. So I do face reading, and I do some celestials readings where I can do some predictions, and it happened to be true.
Okay, amazing. We're going to bust a few myths about astrology. Many think that astrology is based on superstition.
Superstitious is something that you believe in. Okay, it doesn't tell you in the horoscope that you need to do this.
There's a section of people who believe astrology can solve everything.
That's absolutely not true.
Okay.
Astrology can't solve anything.
It gives you direction.
Gives you the proper direction, and it gives you the hint, and it suspects the problem and rectify the issues also. But astrologers are not gods.
Okay, so we usually have a show and tell section on the show, but we thought it could be interesting if you could make a prediction on the show. Not maybe about Humans of Bombay.
Humans of Bombay.
Yeah, like something, just the company.
See, when I just entered, I felt very positive, overwhelming. I saw all the people, then positive vibration. Feeling is different. And meeting you also, And I think this show would go to a very big level,
Yeah.
even ever you could imagine. I'm sure because the vibration is very good. Humans of Bombay show. It's
As in?
been like 10 years,
Yeah, it'll be 10 years in Jan.
10 years in Jan.
Yeah.
Hopefully, more 90 more years, let it go.
Oh God, who's to go to be 100?
No,
Okay,
very nice
amazing.
show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Great. We are all very happy with that prediction.
Yeah.
So, at such a young age, you are in such an unconventional field of astrology, and you're good at it. You're impacting people's lives. You're making these predictions, and it must take a lot of energy also because you're dealing with people's problems who come to you.
Correct.
What is the personal life like of an astrologer? Like, how do you separate the two? Like, are you constantly predicting things even in your family or your friends,
Yeah.
or do you take that break? Like, how is your personal life?
Personal life, it was good, but not now. And now it's a very busy schedule, and there's no time for personal life. But I make out, some good quality time and spend with family, go out sometimes. And most of the times I go out for the remedies or either consult to the people. I'll be within the people always.
But do you make predictions for your friends and
Yeah,
family?
of course. That's how I made my practice.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I used to do IPL predictions to them, and yaar ye jeetega aaj. We used to. This is very funny. My friends were trying to approach one girl and thought of proposing her. I told him, "Nahi, bhai, nahi chalega, chhod do yaar." Then it didn't happen to them. Yaar, ye kuch bhi bolta ho jata hai. It was kind like that. That's how I practiced. Like, and slowly, in that process, taking up this profession very seriously. And now if I meet them, it's kind of, they told me, you have proved yourself. And
Don't make predictions.
no, I don't make them. Yeah.
Another interesting question between you, you come from a lineage of astrologers. Have you all ever tried to compare notes that I'm predicting this, or are all always on the same page? Have there been different predictions in the family about some particular thing?
Oh, really? Yeah. Because what happens is, it doesn't happen very regularly, once in a time. We see a lot of debates in the news channels when any elections is coming or any something is going on. Okay, my father, even he does very accurate predictions. Same, I follow his footsteps. Then what happens is, his calculations are different, my calculations are different, and equally I made accurate than him.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. Then because I watch this debate more, and I go to Delhi very often to meet politicians, and when the session is going on and everything, and I would tell, if this time they are taking oath ceremony, I think something it will cause in the government. I think it might collapse in next 1 year. It happened, true. Then the timing which I see before my father sees, then I'll tell him this is going to happen. You see.
Do you have any predictions that you're potentially going to announce, and you can tell us here? You can tell our audience
just
first.
yesterday I was just preparing the predictions. I was going through one prediction. It takes 1 week to do for me, and that deep I go with analysis and everything. And this year there is 4 state elections which is going on: Rajasthan, Madhya Pradesh, and Chhattisgarh, and Telangana. So the rest 3 I'll be doing it in next week because there is no time. But today morning it's done. Chhattisgarh, I think Congress would win.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I think for BJP, I think till February 2024 there is a hard time. Yeah, because this year they would slow down. I'm sure Modi will come back next. He'll become the prime minister again, and it's tough for them this year.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Congress will win in Chhattisgarh. Yeah, rest I'll post it in my social media.
Okay. So what's your prediction of between the newly formed India and the
Yeah.
NDA? Which
Yeah.
way? What's going to happen?
India, which is formed by 26 parties altogether, And NDA, I think as of now there is 5 or 6 parties which has emerged. And I am sure in India, the time which they introduced in Bangalore, the name INDIA, I think the vibration of these parties aligned each other. It's very negative. Okay, and I am sure after October there will be some splits in the party. Okay, who might get out of India, join NDA, or who would go for the single party election. Even that scenario also we might see. But I'm sure Congress will do little better because Rahul Gandhi's horoscope is getting stronger day by day. Like I predicted very recently, Rahul Gandhi's MP was disqualified. Then I told nothing will happen. I'm sure he'll get it back. There's nothing to do with the legal aspects. Okay, he will get it back, and he got his MP designate back. And Rahul Gandhi's horoscope is getting stronger, but I'm sure that he will do better. But winning will be BJP. After February, Modi's horoscope is getting more stronger. He will come back into power.
What about Bollywood? Who's your favorite actor? Let's make a prediction on him.
My favorite actor is Shah Rukh Khan.
Okay. So
Yeah.
what is his horoscope like?
Yeah, it's very strong. I mean, very recently I predicted on his last movie Pathan that would become a blockbuster hit, and it came true. And even in further future, Shah Rukh Khan's future is, there is no one to stop him.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is a hit, and it goes on. Yeah, and if you would ask me who will become the next superstar, I think Ranveer Singh.
Great. Thank you so much. It's been lovely. I think I got a perspective of what astrology really is. And I think people watching also will understand it from a different lens. So thank you. And
Thank you so much.
I hope you keep impacting people
Thank you.
and helping
Thank
them
you.
out in their life.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you for being the best community, and we'll see you in the next one.